I want to talk about General Electric. It's up today, the stock is up today, but it's been beaten down recently. Bob Wright is here. He's the former GE Vice Chair. He knows this company inside and out. And Bob Wright, welcome to the program. It's very good to see you again, sir.
Thank you very much, Stuart. And by the way, you're probably going to have to sell your home in San Francisco. Sell
my home in San Francisco? I sold it actually in 1980, to be precise. And I thought I was a genius because I made a lot of money. Anyway, that's another story. But do you think, look, you know GE, you were vice chair of the place. Do you think it can survive in its current form?
Yes, I do.
Well, look, the big problem at the moment is GE's unfunded pension liability, $29 billion. How do you do that?
Well, you know, that's a function. A lot of that's a function of interest rates, and interest rates have been very low, and as a result, returns on pension funds have been much lower than anticipated. This is true at all companies. It's true at towns and cities, and that has put a big dent in many pensions. As interest rates go up, the reduction of that shortfall will be pretty dramatic. I don't think there's anything really to worry about, because the focus at GE right now is on cash flow. And John Flannery, that's his highest priority, is cash flow. And you hear that first when any kind of earnings and things, growth, it's all important, but cash flow is. They had a very good cash flow in the fourth quarter. I expect you're going to keep seeing that all the way through 18, and I'm not worried about them being able to catch up.
Okay, look, I don't know whether you give market advice. I suspect you don't. But for all of our viewers who remember the heyday of General Electric, it was the ultimate company in America for a long time. Would you suggest that if you've got a little cash, you might want to put some into GE at $14 a share?
Well, I have certainly a lot of it at $14 a share. So, well, you know, I don't know where GE goes down on this. I think they have very strong plans. Their power business looks like it's on a fairly good resurgence. That's a very big cash company when the market is high in terms of oil and gas. Aviation, they're the best in the world in what they do there. And medical, they are very large in medical, especially in radiological aspects. Okay. I don't think any of those things are in any kind of trouble. They may not be at their peak, although aircraft engine probably is. They are going to be major cash generators. He's already signaled $20 billion of sales of businesses that are profitable, but not profitable enough.
Okay, I've got to move on, because as the former vice chair of GE, you know a lot about the next subject, which is the president's tariff decision. You approve or not?
On the tariff, well, you know, I think our president is a negotiator, and I think he does things in ways that people aren't used to. He's put this out there now. You know, the market moves a couple, 300 points. You know, that's only 1%, and I think he's negotiating. He's negotiating not so much with just the steel and aluminum people. He's negotiating with other countries, saying, you know, we've got to step up on these discussions that we're trying to have with you. But we'll see. It's certainly a shock, and for a lot of people, but he's done this before, and it's worked out very well.
Okay, you're the founder of the Suzanne Wright Foundation to help combat pancreatic cancer. And I know you've been on the program for, yeah, put the hat on there. That's very good. Obviously, everybody approves of what you're doing here with pancreatic cancer, because it is a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer is a death sentence, and we know that. And I know that you're working to get an advanced health research agency. That's what you're pressuring the government for. Now, I have to ask, do you go to the Apples and the Microsofts of this world, which have the technical expertise and mountains of cash? Have you tapped them for support with what you call the HARPA, this Advanced Health Research Agency?
This is a publicly funded agency, and they will be able to be part of it by taking on a project or bringing a project to the agency. Then they will they will be involved in it to the extent that they're willing. They all support it. I have lots of support from biotech companies in particular are the ones that we have a lot of support for. And I could show you something here that I believe you might even have it. It's a picture of, this is in Manchester, New Hampshire, at the VA hospital. And here's a man with bilateral military injuries. He lost both his arms, and he's getting fitted with a new prosthetic. It's called the Luke arm. And the people in that are the people from the VA and the people that designed it and developed it. That came out of DARPA. And it came out by the very person that I'm championing to run this. That was his project. And they align themselves here. This is a great thing. Now, Dean Kamen is one of America's foremost inventors, is heavily involved with this. It brings together people. You're going from the bench to the bedside here. And with the information available from the NIH and the NCI and the technical expertise that a HARPA could bring, we could do a lot of biological medicine and biomechanics.
Please,
that would be so important.
Bob, please keep up the good fight. Everybody is with you on this. Everybody.
Well, I'm going to see the president tonight, and I'm going to remind him how well we're doing, and some of his very strongest supporters in the Health and Human Services are behind us.
Excellent. Bob Wright, it's always a pleasure having you on the show, and you do great work, and that's a fact, sir. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.